Hello everyone, I'm FARMERSIM and welcome back to Court Farms Country Park. And now this is episode 12 of the Let's Play series. I hope you're all doing okay and having a good day. So here we are, for the first time ever actually on this series, we're actually at Court Farm. As I had planned in my mind, as some of you may well remember from the last episode, I had planned on having a bit of a scout around the map to find a free water source. Now, I didn't actually have to lift a finger because one of you wonderful viewers, Nathan Gilmore 5064, reminded me and told me about the pond over here at the main Court Farms. Now, most of you will know this is George's fishing pond from Scruff's Farmhand series, so yeah, I did know of its existence, but again, I hadn't actually thought about it in that much detail until I was reminded by Nathan, so thank you very much for that, mate. I really appreciate it. So yeah, what I have done, just off camera before I've hit record today, is I have joined this up to the auto-drive network. We've got a bit of an auto-drive lane, as it were, coming into the farm here. And I've also joined up the sheep water trough back over at the farm. So let's very quickly just jump back over to the farm here. And I'll show you the auto-drive course in a few minutes and whatnot when we're at that point. But yeah, just a quick update. We're in the same game days we were at the end of the last episode. So we're in May, first day of May. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, as you will see. I have taken on yet another silage contract. I'm going to get that done off camera so I don't bore you guys to tears with that, because you've seen a million of them already. But as you'll see, the money is now sat at £8,750. Now, the cows were short of straw, so I purchased one bale of straw and had that with the store deliveries mod. Just had that dropped here, stuck it in the feed mixer and shredded it and stuck it in their barn, as it were. So they are relatively full of straw. It's not quite full up, but where are we? There we go. Yeah, straw. So 18,938 litres out of the 20,000. So they will be fine for now. But as you can see, the sheep are very low of water. Now, obviously, that's thanks to the update for the map and the sheep's water trough being increased to 100,000 litres. So I could do with getting that filled up. Now, if I was using this at £750 a time, I would be completely skint if I was doing that. But again, thanks to Nathan and reminding me about the existence of the pond, we've now got free water, and it does work. I can fill it up. I have tested it. I don't have to own the land in order to fill up. So yeah, I'm just going to take advantage of that, as I know a lot of the streams around the map have quite deep banks. So the concept of reversing the tractor up to it and dunking the tank in the water down a very steep bank may end in tears, as it were, because the tractor will get stuck. So that's going to be the first job of the day. I'm going to basically do a repeated run back into using auto drive with the fill and tip part of auto drive. That's just going to basically run back into filling up the water. So that's that. So yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to get that silage contract done. Now, if I pop into the menu very quickly, the silage contract is paying just over £8,000. It's in field 22, which is one we've done before, which is in kind of the southwest corner of the map. So I'm going to do that. The reason why I'm doing that is, obviously at the minute, I don't have any crops to sell. I've got very little to make any money from. My silage bales are still fermenting. So the only way of me getting any kind of an income is contracts. That's pretty much it. So that's the plan initially, because I have decided I'm going to turn this little grass field here that's over the hedge. Follow the deer. Yeah, this grass field here I'm going to turn into an area of greenhouses, basically. If I pop into the construction menu, into the productions, the greenhouses, as I showed you in the last episode, I've had this mod installed for quite a while. I can't actually remember where I got it from, but it's just a nice foil tunnel. And my plan is I want to place at least 4 of them in this field in a row like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to have those producing lettuces. Lettuces out of the 3 products that you can create from, that you can grow from the greenhouses. It's lettuces, tomatoes and strawberries in it. Lettuces bring in the most money, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grow lettuces. They seem to fit quite nicely into this field, so I'll be able to place these down. I may well have to do a little bit of landscaping because the land isn't particularly flat. I'll have to do a bit of smoothing around the edges, possibly. But 5,000 or just over £5,000 a time, I'm going to need at least 20 odd grand. So based on what I've got now, 8,750 plus the 8,000 odd I'll get from the contract, and plus obviously the residual bales, I'm hoping I should be able to afford to place down 4 of these greenhouses. So that's the plan of attack for now. So yeah, that's that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to update you on. I've got both the sheep gates open so that the auto drive function can get in and out, and I've utilised this gate as well. So this is now an exit point for the field, and using the Ford and the water trailer, it seems to work. I have tested it. So again, I'll just jump in here, bring up the auto drive nodes, jump into construction menu. So yeah, there you go. You'll come in here, run along there, tip at the water trough point, which is there. It seems to work, and then he'll make his way out of here and back onto the main auto drive network and make his way back to the pond. So that's that. Turn those off. Right, so that's going to be the first plan of attack. We're going to get that job done. It's going to take a few. It's going to be a few back and twos getting that done. So I think I'm going to. I know it's not field work. It's a little bit different. It's just going to be a few journeys back and two. But I think I'm just going to pop it into a very short cinematic because it might look quite cool, I guess. So yeah, I will pick you all back up very shortly. I may well. I'll get this cinematic done back in two. And then I will also get the silage contract done, and then I will pick you all back up when that's done, the silage contract's done, and hopefully we might have a few more pounds in our bank. So, I'll catch you shortly. Here we are, back at the farm after doing that silage contract. All done now. Let's just pull this up here and jump out. So, yeah, all done. We gained from that contract financially. We got 5,568 quid in extra bales, and we bought in just over 8 grand on the contract itself. So in the menus now, we have 22,330 quid. which is great. I don't think that's going to be quite enough for me to be able to purchase the 4 greenhouses that I had in mind to go into this field over here. Ideally, I would like 4. I don't know why, it just looks like they'll sit right in that field. But it's 1:10 in the afternoon. We're likely going to get some small income from the milk that the cows have produced at 6 PM this evening. It won't be a great deal, because I think at the minute the cows they've got about 600 and something litres, I think it says in the heads-up display. Let's just have a quick peek. Where are we? There, milk, 625 litres, yeah, so it's, even in a few hours' time, it's not going to be a huge amount, but it'll be better than nothing. Now, obviously the silage still hasn't, that's still at 33%. But what I think I'm going to do, just for now, just to keep myself occupied, I'm going to jump into the construction menu. I'm going to place as many of the greenhouses down as I can. It'll probably be only 3. And then I'll have to do a bit of landscaping, I think, at either end of the greenhouses, just to make it look a bit right. And I'll maybe paint a bit of a lane in and around that field, because that's not going to be... I'm not going to be using that for grass now, for the sheep or anything for that matter. It's going to be the greenhouse area. So yeah, I'll paint in a bit of a track around the edges, so I can run a tractor and a trailer around and pick up the pallets of lettuces when they arrive, and obviously fill it up with water as well from the other end. So yeah, that's what I've got in mind now, and then we will. I may well fast forward time till at least post 6 PM and see if there's anything worth writing home about income wise from the milk, and if that will allow me to place 1 more greenhouse down, then I will. So that's the idea, short term anyway. And then I think after we've done that, I think I'm going to fast forward into June. There's very little going on in June. If I go into the crop calendar, yeah, there's nothing really happening in June. But my field of grass, the big one here, that hopefully might be ready to be cut. Now again, it might not be ready. It might not be at its full length, but I'll still be able to get it mowed, get a load of it turned into silage, and pick a load of it up with the forage trailer, because the sheep are getting low on food. They're at 39,000 of their full 100,000. So yeah, I'm hoping that I'll at least be able to fill them up with some loose grass from the mowing of that field, and then whatever's left we'll bale up and silage and add it to this stash here. So anyway, right, yeah, I'm going to crack on and see if I can get a few of these greenhouses placed down, and yeah, I will. I was contemplating bringing you with me on that journey, but it's going to take me a while, and obviously I'm going to be mucking around a bit in the construction menu, smoothing bits off, and just satisfying the OCD. So I'll pick you all up for you guys. Obviously, it'll be in a matter of seconds when I've got somewhere. Right, there we go. Just been busy for the last half hour or so, just enjoying a bit of construction mode. But, and also, as you could clearly see, I can't do basic mathematics. Could afford to do 4, but I can actually squeeze in 5 if I just jump into the construction menu there. Yeah, I've been able to place 4 down, and I do definitely have room for a 5th. So I've painted in the lane either end, but I'm not going to do this end bit until this greenhouse is in here, and then we'll have a bit of a loop round essentially, so that the auto drive network can find its way in and around here. I do actually have. I'll just jump in and show you very quickly, just for knowledge's sake. If I bring up the nodes, jump into construction menu again. This route into, this is Valley View, isn't it? Valley View stores. I've got this set as a one-way system, so I'm actually sat on the way out here. Because the lanes are narrow, it just made sense to me that and it's got an entrance in and out. So this end here is the way in, and this end here is the way out. So the auto drive network is going to follow that route anyway, and will then span its way down here. It'll run all the way around here like this, and all the way back up. Now this side here is where the pallets of lettuces will spawn, and this side here is where you top them up with water. Now I have just topped them all up with water. It has taken me ages back into the water pond, But they are all full. If I pop into the production menu, no, which one? Wrong one. There we go. So yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. All are full of water, 25,000 litres each, and they're already spawning. They've got somewhere in the region of 70 odd litres of lettuce. Again, not sure how you can measure lettuce in litres, but we all know this game. We all know what it's like. So yeah, and it's now 6:15 in the evening. Now this is, I think, the drop in money that we've got now. We've got 997 quid. These were all just over £5,000 each. 5,300, 5,200. I think one was 5,400 just because of the landscaping cost that came with it. So yeah, and the milk sale mod will give us some kind of an income at 6 o'clock in the morning. So what I think I'm going to do, we're going to jump in the tractor, we're going to get ourselves back over to the farm, we're going to go to sleep for the night, we're going to wake up tomorrow, we'll see what the milk has brought in. I very much doubt it's going to be anything much at all, anything to write home about, but we need to crack on with the grass mowing because the sheep are running quite low on food. I'll just dump this here for now, I'll be alright till the morning. Yeah, the sheep are running quite low on food. There we go, 39,000 still. So, yeah, we're going to go to sleep, wake up in the morning, and see what the day brings. Morning, everyone. Right, we're in June now. We've fast-forwarded from the 1st of May till the 1st of June, so during that time we made £2,382 from the selling of the milk, and obviously we've paid a bit for property maintenance and whatnot, and obviously these new production systems that cost a couple of quid per day, so we're now at 2,996. And we have, from each of these foil tunnels so far, we have a pallet of lettuce. Can't, what's that, 181? Well, regardless, when I pop into the stock check menu, it says I have £2,734 worth of lettuce currently. So, I know it's not going to be at its optimum price, but we need whatever we can get our hands on at the minute. So just, well, primarily, just so I can get my hands on the 5th foil tunnel, so I can get all that bit boxed off. So we're going to jump into the Massey. The Ford is actually starting to conk out on me. I think it's almost at 50% damage. So it started to stop and start. So I'm just going to leave that be for now. We're going to jump. No, what am I doing? I'm not thinking. I don't want that trailer. I want this trailer. Can't put lettuce in a feed mixer, can you? Right. So let's get that connected up. We're going to load up these 4 pallets of lettuce and we're going to send this over to the garden centre because that's where it's telling me the best price is available. So, let's pop this little area to the test. Right. There we go. Fortunately, you can do lettuce by hand, can't you? There we go. So that says 500 litres. Oh, there we go, yeah, 500 litres. I say I was looking at the wrong one. 1, 2. Three. And 4. Excellent. Right. We'll get these strapped on. There we go. And I shall drive this over to the garden centre and I'll see you over there in a few minutes and we'll see what money we get. Right, finally, we're here. 10 minutes it took to drive that journey. Right. Unstrap those and see what we get. Oh, that's not so bad. 2,127, I think that adds up to. Yeah. Awesome. Right, that'll do. 5,124 quid. I'm not sure if that's enough for me to place my 5th foil tunnel. I'll have a look when we get back there, but yeah, because I think with the landscaping that's involved in it, I might be literally on the cusp of it. So we'll send this one back home. In fact, we'll do that now. Let's home farm. Off you go. There you see, 10 minutes and 38 seconds it's going to take for that one to get back. But for us, boom, there we are. Right. So construction again. There we are. Up here, the productions, greenhouses. Have I not? If I come out of it, if it's a bit no. It's not going to let me do it, is it? Although saying that, if I do put a 5th one down, it is going to make it very tight around the bottom here for a tractor to squeeze in. Yeah, it will, won't it? I might be able to manage it. There's enough room. Right, so we can't place that down yet anyway, so what do we need to do? We can go and mow the grass, I think. I'll just go and have a quick look. I think it might be a little bit short yet. It does say it's ready to harvest, but it will get to it. There is a longer, the next stage in growth, isn't there? So, yeah. I don't think I should rush into it. I don't think I should cut it yet. I should wait for that the second stage, as it were, to get a bit more yield out of it. So, right, let's. I think what I might do is again just skip time to the 2nd day in June and see what stage the growth stage is at and go from there. Hello again, everyone. Right, we're in July now. Not the 2nd day of June. My game just crashed, and it was a bit of a hiccup, so it took me back to the beginning of May. So I've just kind of redone all the stuff that I had done. It meant I essentially fast-forwarded time from the beginning of May to where we got to where we are now. Sorry, so it gave me 2 pallets of lettuce per foil tunnel, and obviously all the milk resold again as it did before. So yeah, so I've just essentially tried to bring myself back up to where we were. So we're at 2,543 quid. I've just spent 1,115 quid fixing the Ford, so that's now completely fixed and ready to rock and roll. Yeah, we sold all 8 pallets of lettuce for several £1,000s. What did that bring? I think it was about 4,011 quid. Yeah, I've just mucked out the cows, so they're nice and clean-ish. But it's July, so what does that mean? That means it's harvest time. Here's the linseed now. That's ready to harvest, which is amazing. And both oat fields are ready to harvest as well. So I'm very excited to crack on with that, but that's not going to be till the next episode. I'm not going to do that in this episode. We're going to be, the next episode will join on from pretty much where this episode ends. But before this episode ends, we're going to get this grass done. This, our field of grass here next to the grain mill. As you can see there, it now does visibly appear longer than it did before. Ready to harvest. So I'm going to get this one cut. We're going to get that all done. We're going to get it all. We're going to get as much of it foraged up with the little forage trailer as possible and put into the sheep pen, because the sheep are currently sat at probably about just under half of what they should have, so 44,380 litres. They have got a bit of wool there that they're producing, but we'll deal with that after. Yeah, so right, fent. That's what we want. We want to jump in the fent. We need to take the weight off. Let's just drop that down in here for now. There we go. Excellent. So we shall go and do the usual. We'll go and hitch up the mower on the front, the rower on the back. We'll get ourselves into the field, and we'll get that big one done. Right, here we are, all hooked up, ready to go. Let's bring up the heads-up display. Let's find where the first waypoint is. A little bit off to the right there. So yeah, as in my usual fashion, I'm going to throw this whole big job, which is going to be a medley of the mowing and the rowing with this one, and then running the forage trailer to get as much as possible into the sheep trough, and then the rest of it will be baled and wrapped, and yeah, taken over to the to where the rest of the silage is. So yeah, I'm going to get that sorted, and I shall see you all in a wee while.
Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go. Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I I'm not heading for the stars, driving down this boulevard tonight. Yeah, playing Coldplay on repeat, watching people on the street as I go by. Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go.
Right, jobbed. So we got 25 bales out of the field then. So I put these ones that we've just got out of the field there on the right, and these ones which should be, yeah, these are all fermented now. So there's a strong chance I might do what I've already done before in the past, which is sell a trailer load of them. I might even be able to sell 2 trailer loads of them, to be honest, because I think that's the way it goes, isn't it? the cows don't go through the food particularly fast, so now that I've got these ones to fall back on when they do ferment, I could probably afford to flog all of this lot. So we shall see, though. We shall see. Right, but, and also, forgive me, I forgot to mention at the beginning, just in the clip just before that montage, one of the reasons why the money is at 2,539 quid instead of a few thousand more is I placed down the 5th foil tunnel. So, there we go. We have another tunnel, so we've got 5 in total. All producing lettuce, so that's all good, and I did paint in the lane all around here, and I have put the auto drive network all the way around now, so a tractor and trailer can make its way in and out of here, dropping off water, and, well, not picking up, they're not going to automatically pick up any of the lettuce pallets, but it'll bring itself to around here, and then I can load them up by hand myself, because you can lift them by hand. But, yeah, so, and that was obviously as a result of the game crashing and me having to kind of scrabble myself back to where we were from the beginning of May. So, right, anyway, yes, job done. I think we're in a nice position now, ready to pick up the next episode, which is going to be all about the harvest. We're going to finally get ourselves into the harvester, obviously, and get busy in the fields. We've got the field of linseed here ready to go. We've got the 2 fields of oat ready to go as well. So I'm very excited for that. I'm really looking forward to that. I think what we will do at the beginning of the next episode, before we crack on with the harvest, is potentially just top these guys up with TMR. We'll get the Massey and the Total Mix ration feeder thing mixed up. Get these guys completely full up, sorry. And then jump in the harvester and get working. So, yeah, I think I'm going to knock it in the head for this episode, guys. This is going to be the end of this one. So thank you very much for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed the episode and found it a bit of fun and a bit interesting. As always, if you're new to the channel and you like my content, you like the way I do things, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and obviously leave me a comment if you can, because I love reading them. I love getting all the suggestions from everybody. Thank you to everyone who has suggested mods for me over the last couple of episodes. I am really grateful for the suggestions, and I will be having a look into all of them as soon as physically possible. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and I shall see you in the next episode.